Hello and welcome to another video. I'm Littica Marek and this is Dark Souls. And a quick story, my motivation for doing this. I've been watching Crashdown, I think it's Crashdown 96's Let's Play. He's only recently got the game, and watching him go through it, it has really got me in the mood to do one of my own. So I've decided, why not? This is all post-commentary, unfortunately. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning and I couldn't be bothered to bring my PC downstairs to do live commentary. But I've still recorded a couple of hours of video. So I like to start mine as a deprived. I don't know why, because I'm deprived, maybe.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death. And of course, light and dark. Then from the dark, they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. The first of the dead. The Witch of Asylum and her daughters of chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone skins. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. The scales betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side. Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
So my fate was to rot in a cell for the rest of my life as what looks like a piece of chewed up leather. But my fate has changed. I have been helped by a strange knight. Give me a key. So let's run out of my cell, look at these mysterious messages, and practice my attacks on this poor defenseless little guy here. Poor guy. Light attacks, L1, heavy attacks, well, R1 and R2. That is a big, ugly motherfucker. He's really not nice. And I don't think I've ever actually fought that one. I know how to, but I don't think I've ever actually fought him myself. Target lock on. And that was an easy kill. But then, it is only the very beginning of the game. There isn't anything which can really do serious damage to you. I mean, what game would put an enemy which could kill you in 1 or 2 hits at the beginning of the game? Really? The old bonfire there. This is actually the second time I tried doing this, but I got like an hour in and it crashed, so it corrupted the data. It's really annoying. Not the game crashed, it was my recording thing crashed. Well, I say crash, I mean the cats ran into it and pulled the bloody wires out the back, but what happens, happens. Well, there's a guy up there and he's trying to shoot me with arrows, but I'm too fast for you. Too fast indeed. Yeah, my commentary is never the best, but when it's post-commentary it's probably even worse. And I hit him on me for 2 damage. Whoa-hey. I'll pick up a big club. I'm going to call it my club sandwich. Yeah, and you'll find I'll probably do that quite a lot. Go to do an action while I've still got the menu selected. Because I'm stupid like that. Ow. You can get one more hit in and I'm going to kill you. I very nearly let him get another hit in. Because I'm stupid like that. Yeah, it's literally been like years since I've played this game. Still fun as hell. Hard as hell too. Especially with Deprived, because while you've got better statistics than most, because you start with all of your stats at 11, my stats go to 11. You don't start with any armour, so you can get killed easier. And I'll never know how to get that thing back. I guess you get it on when you come back to the Asylum at some point. Because I do know I've never been able to get it while I'm here in the tutorial. And that's... yeah, you probably noticed I've done this bit a few times before. I'll let you know when I get up to a part I haven't yet. Doing this like a pro, apart from that time when I got shot by 3 arrows.
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you? Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family, thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know, and I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask, an undead favorite. Oh,
basically a flask which holds healing. Very nice, that is.
Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death.
Now, your whole prophecy thing, it kind of, the fate of the undead, you would think it'd be dying a lot and coming back. Oh, he just stabbed himself. I think he stabbed himself. It sounded like he stabbed himself. And if you are curious, yes, you can't kill him while he's talking, but afterwards you can kill him, hit him. You earn sin points, I think. And he goes, but why? And you get 100 souls. But he was a decent guy, he gave me a flask, which will save my life many times. Of course, my stupidity will probably kill me a million times. I blocked that one. Of course, you're a muppet, that's why I blocked it. Not letting you get a free hit on me. This guy might get a free hit on me. I'm thinking I may have to turn the brightness up a bit, because in the video I'm doing on this that I'm watching while I'm talking, it's a little dark, shall I say. I couldn't see that guy in the video, but I could see it clearly when I was recording it, so take a chug from my old Estus flask. Let's go meet Big Fatty again. Say hello to my big club in your face. 313 damage, so what have you got, like 900 nearly? 800 damage? 900? Come on, Littica, don't be a wuss. Just pull your thumb out and smack it on the ass with your big old stick a few times. Ooh, that does a lot of damage. And I think there's one more hit, but I'll jump back in case he decides to ram me up his anus. And I'm sure that's not a very pleasant place to be. That would probably be a good place to end this video, but I'm going to make the videos about 22 minutes long, because I've changed my processing, my editing, processing, video recording thing. I've decreased the bitrate from like 8 megabytes a second to 3.5. I'm mostly testing to see how well it keeps the quality, because then it may change the videos from like 700 megabytes for 13 minutes to like 200 or 300 megabytes. Give me warm. Now why am I going to give you warm and soft things? Warm and soft, I can think of a few things which are warm and soft, but none of them are going to give you. I think I'd give you hard, flaming, sharp objects and get items back. Yeah, if you didn't know that, it's a bit of a spoiler. Apparently later on you can come back and give it some high quality items and it'll give you some other stuff. I don't know what it does and what gets you what, but I do know that much.
In the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen.
And I'm lunch.
To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage
Littica licorice.
to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Lordran? That sounds a bit lazy naming that. The place of lords. I suppose it's aptly named, if a bit lazy. And I do like how my shield is just floating on my back. Very Devil May Cry style. Level up and kindle at bonfires. But first, let's have a look what this says. Good luck. Well, very kind of you. I don't know if you can see it in the videos, but every time you like go to a bonfire, and sometimes when you do critical hits on enemies, it does slow down a little bit because it was never very well optimized for consoles. PS, Xbox, any at least.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival.
What gave it away?
Fate of the undead, right?
What gave that away?
Not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are, actually, 2 bells of awakening. One
Shock.
above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring
That
them
doesn't
both.
sound pleasant.
And something happened. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on. But I have a feeling that won't stop you. So,
Nope.
off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
Well, technically I didn't have a choice. I kind of got dragged here by a big old bird. Big bird! It's supposed to be yellow though, not black and crow-like. But anyway, I'm going to call him Big Bird from now on. And no, Littica, you can't climb up that. Let's have a wee poke around. And don't jump off there. Anybody else, when they're on a very high object like this, have tempted to just jump off? No? Just me? It's Big Bird again! I'm seriously going to call him Big Bird for the entire Let's Play of this I do. Despite how far I may get in. Even if he's got a real name, I'm going to call him Big Bird. That is not fair. Someone's already stole the treasure. I like treasure, I do. Makes me smile. And if you are experienced with this game, feel free to give me advice. I mean, I've gotten quite far through it, but I've never got through it consistently. So, like, I've done bits where I know what to do, bits where I don't, and bits where I was quite drunk when I did it. So, the only part I've done consistently is up to the first Bell of Awakening. I can't even remember how you're supposed to get to Blighttown, so that shows you how fucked up I am.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thurland. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible. Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance, but I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this, as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you.
A copper coin, very nice.
Oh my, you again?
Yep,
Oh,
me again.
I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you?
Yeah, that'll please me.
Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods.
Covenant with the Way of White. Lots of healing magic and purifying and stuff.
Now let me share my miracles. Only their ultimate effectiveness will be determined by your efforts and your faith.
Of course, they will also probably be exorbitantly expensive.
My companions are Milady and her young knights. She is young, but burdened by an undead mission. We are her defenses, to keep her from harm.
Where is she
An undead
then?
mission? Regrettably, I cannot share that with you. But you are my pupil. Perhaps if you show your faith.
Basically, you're a greedy bastard who will sell
Very
yourself
well.
out for money.
I can surely tell you, of all people, undead clerics are given a mission to seek kindling. Kindling is the art of feeding bonfires with humanity. Through kindling, we shall one day be granted magnificent powers.
Right. No idea if that's true. No idea if that's true or not. If you kindle all the fires in the land, will you get special power-ups? I doubt it, but you never know. This world is strange and unusual and horrific. Yep. Most of them, like you can see, are healing. A few. There's one teleports to your home. Homewood. There's that one which basically knocks them back. Put the text up for you. And of course, they're all exorbitantly expensive at this point in the game. I think the cheapest one is about 4,000. But they are pretty useful. I'm primarily going to be a melee and ranged class. I'm not going to be using magic
The
much.
effectiveness of the teachings depend upon your faith.
Not the typical fireball type magic. I think it'd be kind of like a paladin or a warrior cleric or something. Oop, fall down the stairs. Lots of melee, lots of shielded, but a few prayers to the gods to heal me. You won't be seeing my character firing off any firestorms unless it's from an item I've picked up which can make things go boom. Can I go down there without killing myself? Yes, I can. Very nice. And this leads where? Ooh! Boxes! Treasure! You know what I'm like with treasure. And yeah, I knew these were all here. And I'm going to pretend I'm finding them for the first time. So I won't purposefully go and seek something out. If I find it while looking around, then I'll count that as being legit, should I say. I know there may be something powerful in this area, but I also know I may not be able to use it. Oh boy, run away. Skeletons are not nice enemies, especially when you're running around in a loincloth. They will probably kill me in one hit, I would think. So let's come here, reset the enemies. I think it resets them. Or it may just reset them after they've been killed. By one faith. And I think while I'm here by bonfire, I may as well use all of my humanities. Well, get my humanities, because while you've got humanities used in that little thing in the top left-hand corner, I think it increases the drop rate of items. I don't know what has changed. Oh, that is a nice sword. Yep, that's a big ass sword. That is. That's pretty much how my setup will be later in the game. But I'm going to need a ridiculous amount of strength to be able to do that, to wield one of those things one-handed. I think this is the end of this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.